10 traits of positive people. Every day, you come into contact with people of all kinds. Some are positive, while others are negative. Who are the types of people you want to hang out with? The negative ones who will ruin the rest of your day, or the positive ones who will lift your spirits and put a smile on your face? I'm sure you'd go with the latter. After all, why would you want to ruin someone else's day? But how would you tell who is a negative thinker and who is a positive thinker? As luck would have it, determining which group a person belongs to is relatively simple. Now, this isn't to say that just because someone is a negative thinker right now doesn't mean they'll be negative thinkers for the rest of their lives. No matter how negative a family member becomes, family will always remain family, and friendships, particularly long-lasting ones, should be treasured. People change, so there is always the possibility that negative thinkers will become positive thinkers. Don't give up hope if you have loved ones who are stuck in negativity. They might be able to recover and cross over to the other side. Maybe you can persuade them and show them the light. So, here are 10 characteristics of happy, positive people, the type of people you should spend time with. 1. They do not harbor grudges. One characteristic that distinguishes negative thinkers from positive thinkers is that negative thinkers harbor grudges. They don't seem to be able to forgive or forget. Positive thinkers, on the other hand, recognize that forgiving and forgetting require far less energy than holding grudges. Sometimes forgetting is simply impossible, especially if you have been severely wronged. However, if you want to have closure and finally have peace of mind, you must forgive the person who has wronged or harmed you. 2. They concentrate on the positive. Everyone experiences both good and bad things. Positive thinkers, on the other hand, do not dwell on the negative. Often, no matter how bad or disastrous an event is, something good seems to come out of it, or perhaps even because of it. Every cloud has a silver lining, as the saying goes. Negative thinkers frequently overlook the silver lining. Positive thinkers, on the other hand, actively seek it because they know it is just waiting for an opportunity to present itself. 3. They are not afraid of failure. No one can ever claim that they have not experienced failure in their lives. The truth is that no one is immune to failure. Positive people, on the other hand, react differently to failure than their negative counterparts. Instead of avoiding failure, they go in search of the reason why they failed so that they can learn from it. And the next time they attempt the same task, they will have a better chance of succeeding. Negative thinkers, on the other hand, will be too afraid to take risks because they can't bear the thought of falling flat on their faces and embarrassing themselves in front of their peers. 4. They make others feel happy. You've probably met a few people who are so at ease in their own skin that they literally glow with joy. When you're around them, you can feel their happiness, and you can feel yourself becoming happier and more energized. When you see someone happy, you feel happy as well. Positive people appear to have the ability to uplift those around them, and you can tell they're genuinely happy. It's very easy to put on a happy face and pretend to be happy, but people are pretty good at detecting phony happiness. Genuinely happy and positive people have a different aura about them. They give off such positive vibes that you can't help but feel positive as well. 5. They are kind to everyone. Positive people are more considerate and compassionate to others. They share their good fortune with those around them. They willingly give their time and money to help those who are less fortunate. Some people may not have material wealth, but they still make time to say a kind word or two to lift someone's spirits. Compassion tends to rub off on you when you're around kind, positive people. You see the world through their eyes and are moved to assist others. You form strong bonds with the people you assist, and you spread love and positivity with every random act of kindness you perform. 6. They live in the present. Negative people, in addition to harboring grudges, do not tend to live in the now. They are still hung up on whatever happened in the past and can't seem to move on. Positive people have histories, but they are not bound by them. Instead, they are completely immersed in what is happening right now, and they live in the present. 7. They do not disparage other people. Negative people, as you are probably well aware, have a penchant for disparaging others. They'll put on a happy smile when you're in front of them, but the moment you turn your back, they'll start gossiping about you. Positive people, on the other hand, make it a point to say only nice things about others. Sure, they know a lot of bad apples, but they don't smear or destroy these people's reputations just to have someone to talk to. 8. They have big dreams. Positive thinkers aren't constrained by their surroundings. They aren't afraid to dream big. They aren't afraid of failing, so they can pursue their dreams in any way they want. Positive thinkers, as opposed to negative thinkers who doubt their ability to succeed at anything, think positively. They map out their steps in order to achieve their goals. Positive thinkers have the ability to succeed at whatever they set their minds to because they are not hindered by negativity. 9. They almost never complain. People will always complain when something bad happens. Negative thinkers, on the other hand, complain the most and for far too long, possibly even after the problem has been resolved. They won't help solve problems, but they will tell the world how inconvenient it has been for them. Positive thinkers may complain from time to time, but instead of dwelling on the issue, they seek to find a way to solve a problem. They assist in troubleshooting, offer suggestions, and proactively try to solve problems to ensure they do not occur again. 10. They have positive habits. As you may have learned previously, habits define a person. Positive people have good habits, while negative people have bad habits. It takes time to form new habits, and even longer to undo old and bad habits. Learn from positive people what habits set them apart from the negative crowd. They are unlikely to engage in self-destructive activities that are harmful to their health. Instead, they've developed habits that boost their productivity while also fueling their positivity.